I shouldn't even have to do this. It's ridiculous.
Earlier today, Pastor Jamal Bryant posted a video. He wanted to share his thoughts about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Now, if you recall, I spoke about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and Pastor Jamal's thoughts on her over a month ago. Well, he has more that he needs to add to the conversation. So we're going to listen to what he has to say, but I want to jog your memory on the initial video that he created about her. Before I play that, do me a favor, turn on your notifications, subscribe to the channel, like the video, hype the video so the algorithm can push it out, and make sure that you shop at CourgeneHair.com. I am the founder and owner of the brand, and I appreciate your support. Now let's get into the first clip.
The danger of Sister Cheyenne Bryant, not Dr. Sister Cheyenne Bryant, is that it pulls us back further because we already had suspicion, we already had a pregnant pause, and we already had an overwhelming trepidation as to whether or not medical mental health was appropriate for us.
Let's take a pregnant pause. Look, if you have not seen that clip, basically Pastor Jamal Bryant is saying, I apologize for having someone on my platform, because he has a podcast. I think it's called Let's Talk About It or something like that. But he apologizes for having Cheyenne Bryant on his podcast without doing his due diligence to make sure that she's a doctor. Well, she's come back and she has some things that she needs to say to Pastor Jamal Bryant. So I want you to take a listen.
Over a month ago, I came to you and apologized for platforming Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I felt I had a responsibility considering my sister is the former president of the American Psychological Association, one of the youngest to ever hold that position. Not soon after that, I received an email, a cease and desist, not to mention her name or to speak to the controversy. I scanned down to the bottom, and it was not from a lawyer, not from an attorney, not anybody who was barred. It was from Cheyenne Bryant herself. I said, I'm going to walk away. I do not want to be a part of black on black crime. So I let it go, never addressed it, never mentioned it again until I received this email on yesterday from Dr. Jaquel Pitts, who is serving as the president of Indiana Southwest Christian University, who said to me in writing that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has just received her PhD in theocentric psychology. I did a quick Google search. Indiana, the whole state, does not recognize Indiana Southwestern Christian University, is not registered. The president claimed that the degree is in theocentric psychology. Again, I didn't even use Claude or ChatGPT. Google, the cheapest one, says that theocentric psychology shifts a person from ego to universal thought. I don't even know what that means. The president goes on to say that they cannot provide any transcripts. I send a one-line email. Who are y'all accredited by? And he sent me back this. Accreditation Religioso. I don't know what this means. But ladies and gentlemen, the last line that I've highlighted for you is no transcript can be provided. I'm not going back and forth with y'all. The president of Indiana Southwest Christian University doesn't even have a college email. Jaquel Pitts is on Gmail. So if you want the transcript, email him directly, and maybe he'll be able to give you answers I'm not able to provide. Y'all, let's shut the case on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. The only robes I want to see people in are the 500 kids who are trying to go to Howard, an accredited school. God bless you.
Cheyenne Bryant came out, I guess, a couple of weeks ago during this full Netflix trend. Everybody was talking about it. And it's not something that I want to dive into because my content is more about Christian based, not necessarily about her graduating. But since a pastor is reporting on it, I felt the need to bring it to you. Now, I didn't do anything when it came to her also trying on this whole graduation cap and gown because I know what she wants. She wants the attention. Social media is a drug. And when you are used to being in the spotlight, you want to remain there. You want to remain relevant. And I feel like that's what's really happening with not only Cheyenne Bryant, but a lot of people. But since we're talking about Cheyenne Bryant, I'm going to stick to her. People know that she is not a doctor at this point. If you cannot provide a dissertation, which is supposed to be public, then you're not a doctor. We don't lose dissertations around here. People can look up their dissertation and they graduated back in 1965. Okay. So it's very clear to the whole world that you're not a doctor. But in order for her to stay relevant, she needs to find little things to do. And one of the things she did was the whole cap and gown here. And then the next thing she did was let me reach out to Pastor Jamal Bryant, first with a cease and desist. And then when that didn't work and he didn't say anything, according to him, he kept it quiet. Now she has someone to send him a letter, knowing that this letter is not going to go over well. This man is not that stupid. And you have a Gmail account. Now, I know I have a Gmail account for my business, but I also have a business email as well, right? So, what school doesn't have a business email? What school uses a Gmail? She didn't care whether he knew it was true or false. All she cares about is us talking about it. And I guess I'm just falling in a trap with everybody else at this point. I didn't talk about the robe thing though. But I mean, hey, I thought it was comical. It was funny at how much somebody wants to stay relevant. She needs prayer. She truly needs to get in her Bible for real instead of spitting scripture because this is like some form of, I don't know, I don't even know what to call it. Is it idolization? What would you call this biblically that is happening with her? Because we know she's not a doctor, right? She needs the attention. So she's doing anything that she can to stay relevant. What would you call that on a biblical basis? Let me know in the comments below because that's what I'm here for.